So this is a very short video to talk about the importance of sine waves in animation. And I was showing students in class the other day how to do a walk cycle, and we were talking about the importance of a sine wave. And one of my students said to me, "What's a sine wave?" And I said, "Weren't you paying attention in maths?" She said, "No." Tell me what it is. So a sine wave is an equal distribution curve, and you're going to find lots of these when you do walk cycles. So when you're troubleshooting the curves, for example, let's take this curve on Monty. I'll just turn off select surface objects so we don't mistakenly select any surface geometry. And if I go to, say, the translate x curve, which is this curve, the side to side curve, where Monty is traveling from side to side as he walks, you'll see that that curve is an equal distribution. It's a sine wave. And actually, if I just go ahead and turn on my infinity curves, pre-info, you can't see it because it's gone off the screen, but that's going pre-infinity cycle curves, come on, my post-infinity cycle. Again, you can't see it because it's gone off the screen. But anyway, I'm turning on my infinity curves. And down here under view, I want to go to show infinity, so those infinity curves are turned on. There you go. Now you can just see them there. So those infinity curves are now showing. Now you can also see it in the up and down curve on Monty. It's not quite a sine wave, but it's almost a sine wave, right? It's a sine wave is essentially an oscillation. But if I were to take any of these curves and do something weird like that, we would immediately start to get some strange bumps in the animation. So I'll just hit Z to get rid of that. And you can find this all the time when you're looking at curves in a walk cycle. We could also add a little bit of some rotation in Monty. We could have him rotate slightly from side to side. Let's say we wanted to rotate him slightly to the left as he goes that way, and then on the other side of the curve have him go slightly to the right as he goes the other way. And what we would be looking for there in that Z rotation would again be a sine wave. So I'd have to delete those guys there and then adjust these curves or just these handles so that what I ended up with is an equal distribution across the center line. And I can actually just pull this down here to make sure that that distribution is equal. So there we go. We've got another sine wave. And so now we've got a little bit of rotation in Monty as he moves back and forth. So in animation, a sine wave, which is, think of it as like a pendulum swinging with no bumps or clicks in it, a sine wave is very much your friend.